everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today my video is a bit of a mad one today. So basically in today's video I'll be talking about why I won't be watching the new film Captain Marvel starring Brie Larson, or the reasons why I'm not going to watch it. And also I will be talking about this is the big one, modern day feminism. Okay, so I'll start off with the reason why I won't be watching Captain Marvel that's released. I was interested in a little bit because of being, a Marvel film. I do like Marvel films. I absolutely love them. I was like a little bit interested in watching it, but now I'm just like, uh, now after what I've been hearing about the actress. Sorry, you gotta ignore these little shadows right now. I don't know where these shadows are coming from on my forehead. I have no idea. It's because the light's on, so I'll move it around a little bit. But still there, the shadow is. Either way, I can't win. Just like shadows everywhere. Like this. It's coming from this side. Oh my god, it's still there. I have no clue. My eyebrows look weird as well. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, the reason why I won't be watching Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson as the main actress, the reason I will not be watching it because I'm not going to spend my money for her. I've just heard like some really stupid things she's been coming out with. Actually, I'm not. Actually, that's a bit mean. Should I call it stupid? I don't know. Well, immature, I'd say. Immature comments she's been making recently because she's just trying too hard. I just feel like she's trying too hard to be like a big feminist. She's admitted to being a feminist anyway, but she's really trying too hard, and it's just literally. I don't agree with some of the things she's come out with. She literally had the cheek to say one of her films was previous films was called something like previous. I don't know if it's new. I don't even know. I don't even know who this actress is, to be honest. First time I heard of her was in this film. So she had a film called Wrinkle of Time, and then she literally had the cheek to say, "I don't need a 70-year-old white man telling me something about how a film is," or something like that. Basically trying to say, having base a 70-year-old white man having an opinion. I don't need that. Basically, that is what she is trying to say. And I'm just literally like, okay, why do you have to literally point out one ethnicity? It's just, I understand. Okay, that's your opinion, but God, what have poor 70-year-old white men done to her? Oh my God, it's like, what? You literally not gonna, you're putting people off you by saying stuff like this already. I don't need that. That's what she's trying to say. But she'll probably just turn around and say she was joking. It's like, yeah, right. We all know when someone's joking when they're not. That's just literally, it's obvious you just have it in for. Yeah, any 70-year-old white man judging your film. That's what she has it in for, clearly. And because she basically has come out with that she wants lots of ethnicities to like judge her films and what they think about her films and watch her films, which I understand, fair, which is really cool. You want everyone to literally watch your films and be interested. I completely understand that, but that's what but it sounds like she just said that it was only them she wants reviewing her films, like other ethnicities, and it's just like, why are you putting labels? Why don't you just say, I want everyone around the world to watch my films and enjoy my films? I don't know why you're saying like other ethnicities apart from white. It sounds like she's saying apart from white people. I don't know, that's what it sounds like. It just doesn't sound right, and I think she's just trying too hard to impress everyone, that she's just trying to come up with really controversial, big stuff, because she's just trying too hard to literally impress. Actually, yeah, I'll put this down. Got rid of the shadow a little bit, sort of. So yeah, it's like she's just trying too hard to impress other ethnicities by coming out with stuff like this. Like, let me just sort of aim at my, being a white woman herself, aim at other white people just so I get liked by other ethnicities. Like, she's just trying too hard. And another comment she's come out with recently is also there should be all female Avengers in one film, all of them. Okay, fair enough if you want that, that's great, but at the same time, I just like the way it is, thanks. I like the way it is. Like, the Avengers films have females and males as well. It's like a mix, and I like that. I actually prefer that way more. I think it works well together, better than a bunch of females in a film together. Well, secretly hating what is it, like females these days who mostly, let's be honest, females these days, most of them just pretend to be nice to each other's faces. Behind each other's backs are just horrible. Is it going to be like that with the new Avengers female film if they did make one? Then is that what's going to happen in the film? I just think it's just so ridiculous. The whole thing is that what she wants? I'm not really getting it. I just think she's trying too hard to be a feminist, just because modern day feminism is just completely out of control. It's totally out of control. Like back in the day, feminists fought for the right things. Now, these days, they fought for the right things. Back in the day, they fought for women, because back in the day women couldn't vote, only men could. And also back in the day, men and women were not paid equally in jobs, women were paid less. And back in them days, feminists actually fought for something that was right, which I completely agreed with. It's amazing what they did, and they must have, especially in them days, it must have been so hard for them to fight for their rights. And so many inspirational women who fought. And then these days, now women get paid equally to men in jobs, and women are allowed to vote as well these days. So I just really don't get it, why they're still fighting when women have got equal rights to men. In most countries around the world, women have the same rights as men. Women can do the same thing in most countries. So I don't know why feminists are still making stupid YouTube videos of, I want this, I want that, you should respect me, I'm gonna talk, I will talk, I'm the woman, I'm gonna talk. Listen to me, you have no opinion. How dare you as a man have an opinion about anything? You can't tell me wrong, I'm a child in the head. Like, some of these feminists just act like children in the head. I'm not being horrible, I'm not saying all feminists these days, because some feminists these days still fight for the, right stuff, because unfortunately till this day some countries women don't have equal rights to men, which is really sad, and women of those countries still are fighting for their rights. And it's just really sad what women go through in some countries where they don't have the equal rights to men, and they get treated badly because they're women, and it's just quite sad. But a lot of these feminists, they live in countries like America and England, where here in America we have the same rights as men. Like, what are they crying about still? You have the same rights. You could do what men could do. You're doing the exact same thing. No one's judging you. No one cares. No one says anything. You are lucky that you are in a time where you have the equal rights to men. You're not in another country where you don't have equal rights to men. And oh, sorry, coughing. Bit of dust just went on me. Yeah, you're not in that country, so what are you talking about? It's like Dua Lipa came out with recently, as a woman it's so hard to get heard, as in, like, because she's a singer, so trying to say her music will be harder to get heard because she's a woman. What are you on about? The amount of successful female artists that are out there, are you having a laugh? Camilla, as in female singers, there's Camilla, there's Ariana Grande, blow up, they're huge, bigger than some of the male artists these days. What are you even on about? Dua Lipa herself's gone huge. I don't get the plan. What are you talking about? It's just like, all these singers have just gotten, as in, like, the new singers, all these people have just gotten huge. Like, what are you on about? As a woman it's harder to be heard. Is she living in the 1940s? Like, I understand in them days probably was hard for a woman to get heard when it came to singing. But she lives in England as well. She's not in a country where women don't have equal rights to men. She lives in England, she has equal rights to men. It's literally just like, Dua Lipa's the worst for it. She's trying too hard to be like this hipster feminist type. Everyone like me, young kids like me, follow me. Follow with everything I say. Oh my god, can I stop coughing? And, like, recently, apparently, I heard a little rumour that at the recent Brit Awards, she basically, Dua Lipa had a go at her boyfriend for just talking to another woman, which he probably was just being polite. But I had heard a little rumour, I don't know if it's true or not, that she kicked off. And it's literally like, no shock from her that she did kick off. I'm not even shocked. But it's just, you could tell she just throws the feminist stuff at people and just probably gets her own way as well. And she just tries too hard, and she knows kids are going to follow along. Little Mix keep trying too hard with their feminist stuff as well, because they know little teenage girls are going to follow along with it. And everyone knows modern day feminism is that out of control that anyone just like that can just be like, I'm fighting for women. It makes me laugh. Oh my god, why have I got like dust in my throat right now? Smart allergies are worse. But and also another example is Ariana Grande. One time in an interview, I think it's quite an old interview, because it's like 2-3 years ago, and I saw it on YouTube. and the interviewer just asked her if she was stranded on a desert island or on an island with no one to rescue her, what's one thing she'd like to have? And I think the options were like phone or makeup, and there was something else, and I think Ariana picked something else, and then the presenter just joked about with her and said, not your makeup, just joking. He was clearly joking. And then she just went all serious and just like went funny with him about it. I think she just like snapped at him a little bit. And, well, not fully, just like a little bit, but it's like she took it so seriously. I'm like, it's a joke, chill out. And that's what the problem is. It was recently, because also, oh, was it on This Morning, Holly and Phil show? Is it Holly and Phil? I don't watch the show, sorry. But I did see a clip of it online where this actress came on it, an older lady. I forgot her name, Anna Whittingham. I think it was something like that her name was. And she came on the show and she just had an opinion about modern day feminism. She said us women have started to lose our sense of humour because we are taking things, because basically her point was we are taking things too seriously, that we started to lose our sense of humour. That, oh my god, can I stop it? That we started to take things too seriously, is that we can't even handle a joke anymore. That we're taking this feminism stuff just too seriously. It's just getting out of hand. It really is, and I agree with that. We just have we lost our sense of humour? Have we forgot what banter is? Because I just feel like a lot of people are just taking it that seriously that we forget what banter is. We forget what a joke is because of it, and it's just like, chill out. You don't have to fight all the time. And one thing that just makes me laugh about these girls who walk around being feminists, they can't live without a man though. A lot of them depend on a man in their life. A lot of them are easily just, I'm not saying a lot of them, but some of them, sorry, let me get my wording right, some of them depend on a man. That's the thing. Some of them depend on a man. They can't live without a man. And it's literally like, and then the next thing they're acting like feminists, it's not right, this isn't right, that's not right. They're just like doing all this feminist act. And some of them are just gold diggers, I'm sorry. Gold diggers are the cheekiest out of everyone. They're still doing their feminist thing, and then they're gold diggers themselves, and it's like, well, you're scounging off a man yourself. What you, like, they're not working. Some of the gold diggers are not even working, and they're just scounging off their husbands or partners as well. And then they come out with this feminist stuff, and it's like, what? It just doesn't make sense. You can't live without a man yourself, and then you got to come out with all this feminist bullshit. And they're like, I don't understand. It's like they hide behind it, like, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine, because the other feminists will just stick up for me anyway. Other women will stick up for me. I can be like, this is fine. No, the other women that are like you will stick up for it. Not every other woman will stick up for it. The other women that are like you will stick up for it. And also, they're the first women, most women these days, are the first ones to call another woman a slag. But then they're like with this feminist stuff like, oh, if a man could do this, why can't a woman? Next thing, something happens, they're like, she's a slag. They'll be the first ones, these feminists, would call someone a slag. So don't even sit there and be like, we're better than you, we're feminists, how unfair, don't, can't do that, you can't do this, don't treat me like that, listen to me, I'm better than you, because I'm a woman. It just doesn't make sense. I just think it's really out of control. I just hope like women just start to get their sense of humour back. It's just kind of a disappointment to all women because like a lot of women out there just chilled out. They just don't care. They can handle a joke. They don't just go, I'm a woman, don't say that. Is it because I'm a woman? Is that why you think I do this? And it's like, it's a joke. Chill out, it's a joke. But it's just really out of control. And yeah, that's my reason I'm not watching Captain Marvel. Brie Larson just seems like someone who just comes out with just anything to get attention, anything to get feminists on her side, people of other ethnicities on her side. No, look at me, I'm amazing, I'm great. Look at me, I'm so good. And it's like, what is she even on about? And when she said the thing about the old 70-year-old man, I'm like, poor Stan Lee, passed away last year, unfortunately. He created Marvel, and he had passion for Marvel up until the day he passed away. So what are you even on about, a 70-year-old man telling me this and that? Like, you're doing a film, but, the creator is Stan Lee of your film, Captain Marvel. He's literally behind it, and then you're literally just coming out with something like this. But, yeah, that's the reason I won't be watching it. I don't agree with some of the things Brie Larson says, and she doesn't even seem like a good actress anyway. People are dissing her acting, so So, good way for me to just like not bother spending any money in the cinema, isn't it? As I've already heard that. So, yeah, that's my reasons for not watching Captain Marvel. And also, this is my opinion on modern day feminism as well. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you all soon. Thanks again for watching.